Time for a tech review. I know, this is something I don't usually do. I don't usually do tech reviews, but today we're doing a tech review of some lovely little cheap headphones, Bluetooth style. But are they actually any good? Well, surprisingly, you'll have to watch the video and find out, won't you? A quick important note before we begin, I was sent these by the company for review. That's it, it's still an unbiased review, they didn't sponsor it and they didn't pay me, so, you know, same as always. Where do we begin? Headphones, earphones. I go through what feels like 200 million pairs of these things every single year. I've had Beats, I've had Skull Candy, I've had 200, 300 pound pair of headphones, I've had those pound things you get from Poundland. The one thing they all have in common is they all break, because apparently I am the Antichrist of headphones. So a company, very kindly, asked if I'd review a pair of Bluetooth headphones, and I jumped at the chance because I'd just broken more headphones. In fact, these are the headphones, £24 off Amazon, and they just were, they worked for a little bit, and then anytime there's a bit of bass, they went, and that was the end of them. So they were rubbish. So what are these headphones? Well, they're from a company called Vanko, and they are the AX200 or the Alpha X200s, if you want to sound really cool. We should probably unbox these. I have been using these for 2 weeks. I'll put them back in the box just so you can see what it looks like. It's a very simple box, slip case, and a nice little white box inside that until you get to the real things. You've got a nice scroll-like set of instructions, I guess. And they are very easy instructions to follow, which is one of the things I really liked, because I'm not a person who cares about instructions. Inside, you will find a little bag, and inside that, the world's heaviest carrying case. Inside your box, you also get a little black box, and inside here, we have a little USB charging cable and a tiny adapter for your phone, although you may need a different kind of adapter depending on your phone, and some different sized earbuds to fit in your ears. And I've got to say, you might need them because these are a very strange design. Let's start with the case, and the case is solid metal. It's really nice, but it is going to pick up all your fingerprints. It's heavy, and the reason is, it says on it there is a 3,500 milliamp battery in here. So you plug it in, there's your USB, and you charge it up. Then when you're using your headphones, you put your headphones in the box, and it recharges them. Fantastic. Battery built in, excellent. Problem, it's huge. Because it's solid metal, it'll probably take quite a battering. You could drop it, and it should be okay. I don't suggest hitting it with a hammer, but you never know. If that's what you want to do, that's up to you. But I don't think it's going to fit in your pocket, because if you slide that into your jeans pocket, it's gonna look a little bit weird. Trust me on this, I've tried it. There is something really nice about these that I haven't seen on a lot of other cases. When you open the lid, it does bring up a little LED display which turns off eventually when the lid is shut, but it shows you 51%, that is the battery charge of the case. Then on the left and the right, it shows you the charge of the actual earbuds themselves. I think that's awesome. I actually think that is a really good thing because there's a lot of them, it just doesn't display anything and you've got no idea of the charge. It does say that you can power your phone from this battery. It doesn't work. Not for me. I was using, as a rebel, Huawei P20. I thought I'd give it a try. I just charged the case from my P20. It would not let me charge the other way. So I don't know if it would work. I also tried it on a 6 Plus and a Galaxy phone, and it did the same thing. It just would not charge them. But we are here for the headphones, not for the case. And the headphones are actually one of the weirdest designs I've seen, but pretty awesome. As soon as you open the case, they start flashing. Turn on your Bluetooth. Found them. Connected. It's as simple as that. There's nothing else to it. It's literally one of the quickest and simplest Bluetooth connections I've ever seen for any headphones, and I've gone through a lot of headphones. I can't use normal headphones because the wire gets broken. I don't like the little ear pod things, whatever they are for the iPhones, because they fall out my ears. They just don't fit. I have weird ears, and I have like pirate piercings which get in the way of everything, and I don't want to spend £200 plus, $39.99 on Amazon. Actually so good, I bought a second pair for $29.99 because it was £10 off and gave them to my mum because she has the same issue. They do magnetise straight into the case, so they're not going to fall out, but if you've got sweaty hands, you're probably not going to get them out of the case anytime soon. You can see on the backs, they've got the little connectors to show you where they charge. To fit them in your ears, simply, you just slot in. And to me, I thought, oh, they feel really weird. And then a few minutes later, I realised They don't feel weird at all. I don't even notice they're there. They do look strange because they are slightly bulky compared to most earphones, but at the same time, they're a lot smaller than having massive headphones on your head. So I don't have a problem with that. One of the best things I found as well, for me, was very, very good. When I'm editing, I don't always want to hear everything at once. I like to have one earphone in and one in case I need to hear the doorbell or something. Can't do that with AirPods and other things because as soon as you take them out, they disconnect. These, you can use one at a time, independent of the other one, which is a godsend. I did test these with a lot of different music, from like classical to see if it could pick up all the different instruments, and some jazz and Motown and things. Then I tried it with like some heavy metal and some rock and some drum and bass and different things to see what levels it would peak at. And weirdly, these sounded, to me, way, way better than the likes of Beats, which for me are just way overpriced for what they are. One thing I should mention, if you use these with your phone, you can click them and it will answer, and there's 5 hours talk time on the headphones, or 7 hours if you're listening to music, which is pretty good. But it gets better. It takes 90 minutes to recharge inside this case, and this case, on a full charge, has 120 hours worth of charge. 120 hours. I have used these for 2 weeks and I don't have to charge them very often. It takes a long, long time for the headphones to run down and a long time for the battery to run down. And I don't know any other headphones that do that. It does say they are sweat and water resistant. I checked this out. I did a workout, had them in my ears, covered in sweat, didn't seem to affect them. I walked down the street when it was raining, didn't seem to affect them then. So in light rain and a bit of sweat, it doesn't seem it's going to bother them. Probably best not to get in the shower with them. They will work on Android and they will work on Apple. So either phone, you're perfect with them. One thing I have found with a lot of these headphones is the touch controls are useless. You can maybe answer a call, pause, play, that's it. These are a completely different story. So a little touchpad, as you can see here, is immense. If you press it once, it'll answer a call, press it again to hang up, or do the same and it'll pause or play your music. Double press the left one, goes back a track. Double press the right one, go forward a track. Hold your finger on the left one and you'll lower the volume. Hold your finger on the right one and you'll higher the volume. It works with Siri and Alexa and other things as well, whatever's built into your phone. Triple tap it and it'll pull up your little AI companion and you can communicate that way because it has built-in microphones in it, which is brilliant. The only real downside I found on these is the occasional disconnect that's to be expected with Bluetooth because there can be a lot of interference. It's as simple as that. If you want some Bluetooth headphones and you need them for just everyday calling, or you need them for music, or you just want to use them when you're editing or anything like that, these are fantastic. There's a few setbacks, but otherwise they're brilliant. $39.99 on Amazon. I love it. Thank you for sending me them. As I said, I went out and bought another pair just because they were so good and I've never done that before. These are fantastic. That was a tech review, kind of, hopefully. Maybe? I'll just point out a warning here as well. They do, when they fit in your ears snugly, block out sound, so you don't always hear everything. Great if you're editing, or you're in somewhere like a loud place and you don't want to hear everything else. Bad if you're crossing the road. So don't wear them when you're crossing the road. Maybe take one out or lower them down. Just a thought. I'll leave a link down below to the Amazon page. These are the best headphones I've ever used. 39 quid, and they're fantastic. They're way better than like £200 AirPods. That's all I'll say. Well, it's not all I'll say, I've just made a video on it, but you know what I mean. Anyway, as always, like, subscribe, do all that, and in the meantime, be happy, be free, keep it awesome, and I will catch you next time. Bye-bye.